Hey guys, today we do top 10 most disturbing creepypasta. Be warning guys, these images makes you nightmares. Number 10. Red Mist. Throughout humiliation, Squidward appears as he normally does in the SpongeBob series, though with the addition of a saddened, tired expression, a single tear in the corner of his right eye and a gray, hairy beard, referencing the infamous SpongeBob episode Are You Happy Now? He's also holding his beloved clarinet in his right tentacle. During the first half of Mist, Squidward's eyes become bloodshot and his pupils shrink into a small black and white circle, referencing the infamous red mist eyes from the original creepypasta. He now also wields a shotgun that he holds with his right tentacle while his left one curves like a zigzag. His expression has gone from depressed to deranged as his eyebrows shoot up and he sports a grimacing smile. Not to mention he apparently shaves off his beard completely. Number 9. Wenda's Revenge. Wenda's Revenge is a first sprunky creepypasta. Grey got cheating with Rainbow. Wenda's heart is broken. Days turn into weeks. She's become psycho mode and killed Veneria, Sky, Oix, Garnoid, and Tunner. Gumball put a syringe on her, and she turned back to normal, and her friends are gone. Number 8. Faceless. Squidward woke up in the middle of the night, and went outside to go to work, but he didn't see SpongeBob or Patrick, which was strange. Suddenly, Squidward hears muffled screaming, sounding like SpongeBob and Patrick. Squidward starts panicking and checking SpongeBob's house. The door was locked, so he checked Patrick's rock. Nobody to be seen. Then, SpongeBob and Patrick started walking up to him, and the muffled screaming became louder. Squidward saw them. They were faceless. No mouth, no eyes, no nose, nothing. Just their blank, smooth heads. Squidward screamed to the top of his lungs, but nobody could hear him. He ran to the Krusty Krab to see if Mr. Krabs was okay, but he was faceless too. Faceless fish were sitting at tables trying to eat a patty, but to no avail. Squidward heard even more muffled screaming, as a crowd of people started walking slowly into the Krusty Krab. Squidward ran to Jellyfish Fields, but eventually passed out when he got there. Squidward woke up in a dark room with a splatter of blood on the walls. He was laying on a surgical table with various painful medical tools right next to him. Squidward was sweating as a dark figure approached him and said in a calm voice, "This won't hurt that much." It cut to a black screen, with Squidward screaming in agony as you could hear blood splattering and him being torn apart, until the screaming stopped. Number 7. Rap Rat. I asked, then bothered, then begged my mom to turn it off. Rap Rat suddenly shouted loudly, screaming and wailing, saying wait your turn. In a demonic, low-pitched voice that was not at all like his normal obnoxious, nasal voice. In the background, we could hear the narrator saying he's Rap Rat, and he's the boss over and over again in an overly serious tone. The video was indescribable. Images crossed the screen in quick succession, overcut with Rap Rat's expressionless eyes. The images were some things I was afraid of at the time. A person looking over a balcony, a hornet slowly stinging someone's eye, an extreme close-up of a tarantula, a pit full of writhing cobras, and a bloodied syringe filled with green fluid. We immediately turned the video off, and I ran out of the room screaming, slamming the door. Number 6. Veneria's Depression. Veneria's Depression is another sprunky creepypasta. Veneria just pick up pots, then Oix show up. After one day, Veneria got stalked for Oix is breaking 3 of her pots. Veneria got feel sad. Wenda show up, they cheer her up. Wenda hear Oix laughing at craziness. Wenda is angry for Oix not crazy anyone. After 8 hours, Veneria has become depressed. Oix has apologized with her. She saw Oix's fixed of her pots. Veneria is make happiness again. She loves Oix on the end. Number 5. InkBowser.exe. World 1-0 started up, and loaded a stage that included underwater ground tiles replacing the normal ground tiles, and they also had the ground palette. Some of them had green splatters of ink. The sky was pitch black with dark green clouds in the sky. Mario proceeded to walk through the stage, going up a set of stairs and coming across more objects that were splattered with green ink. Mario continued forward until he found Princess Peach on a bridge. Ink Bowser appeared on the other side where the axe was. He let out an evil laugh before taking the axe, destroying the bridge, and letting Peach fall into the ink water below, killing her. Mario was horrified by what he just witnessed, and began mourning the princess' death. Afterwards, Ink Bowser taunted Mario, asking him if he really thought he would let Peach live and that the plumber's now next in line. Number 4. Dead Bart. The episode was about the Simpsons going on a plane trip. Near the end of the first act, the plane was taking off. Bart was fooling around, as you'd expect. However, as the plane was about 50 feet off the ground, Bart broke a window and was sucked out. At the beginning of the series, Matt had an idea that the animated style of The Simpsons world represented life, and that death made things more realistic. Hence why it was used in this episode. The picture of Bart's corpse was barely recognizable. They took full advantage of it not having to move, and made an almost photorealistic drawing of his dead body. Act 1 ended with the shot of Bart's corpse. When Act 2 started, Homer, Marge, and Lisa were sitting at a table, crying. The crying went on and on. It became more pained and realistic, better acting than you would think. Number 3, Plankton got served. In another altered version, SpongeBob says the same things, but Plankton refuses to believe him. SpongeBob decides that the only thing he can do to show him the truth is to drag Mr. Krabs outside. Soon after he leaves, the typical red bus comes speeding along. Plankton sits up and watches it hit him as everything fades to black. Plankton finds himself standing on a single platform, overlooking darkness. In it, he sees whales, all looking up at him. There are members of his family he can faintly make out, calling for him to jump down. Plankton looks above and sees a light he can scarcely believe. This would seem to represent heaven and hell. Plankton, resigned to his fate, jumps and plunges down into the darkness. This is when the episode ends, and the traditional credits for the show are shown, parallel to Plankton's descent into the darkness.